Hi, my name is Christoph Bartlett and I'm a final year student at the University of Trinidad and Tobago, where I'm currently pursuing a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in the Performing Arts. This documentary adheres to the mandatory requirement of a course entitled Capstone. Capstone projects are designed to encourage students to think critically, solve challenging problems, and develop skills such as media literacy, research skills, and goal setting. This documentary is about contributing to the development of nation building in Trinidad and Tobago. Nation building is very important with regards to the development of any country, particularly right here in Trinidad and Tobago. People depend and rely heavily on the government for building a nation. However, it really starts with us as individuals. Things that contribute to the development of nation building are the prevention of littering, being courteous and kind to others, especially elderly people, showing respect to one another, community work, obeying and upholding the laws of your country. Littering is a major problem in Trinidad and Tobago. Rivers usually overflow when there is a duration of unrelenting rainfall in our country. Littering in the busy streets of Trinidad and Tobago, such as High Street in San Fernando, Frederick Street in Port of Spain, play a role in the devastating floods which occur every rainy season. Two people are walking on the street having a casual conversation. One of them throws a bottle in the drain and the other next to a fire hydrant. Someone notices the litter bugs from the opposite side of the street. Walks up to them, confronts them and explains the dangers of littering and why they shouldn't litter. One person is walking down the street with a piece of garbage in his hand and couldn't find a garbage can. The person then finds a garbage can on the opposite side of the street. He then crosses the street and puts his garbage in the bin. It's a beautiful day at Tobago Beach. A family enjoys a day at the beach. And after eating, they throw their garbage on an odd corner of the beach. This is wrong. In the same scene, the family puts their litter in a garbage bag. They also saw other litter thrown around the beach and decided to do some personal community work by putting other garbage around in garbage bags. When they were about to leave, they take their trash and place it in a nearby heap for the garbage collectors to collect. Trinidad and Tobago is a twin island state surrounded by water, and we have many lovely beaches which are popular attractions for both locals and tourists. Unfortunately, some of these beautiful beaches are disrespected by litterbugs. They deliberately litter the beaches, leaving them in a repulsive state. Informing people about littering and embracing the disadvantages in a very graphic and emphatic manner would get the point across, but only to a certain extent. However, to get the message across successfully in today's society, unfortunately, is to force people not to litter. That means the implementation of a strict law or a hefty fine for littering should be taken into consideration. There is a fine and a law for littering in this country, but it is not taken seriously. Those who take littering seriously do not litter and care about the cleanliness of our country. However, there are people who don't care about littering and litter deliberately because they fail to recognize the dangers of littering. We all can stop the disreputable habit of littering if we just remember to put our litter in garbage cans. Let us play our part to benefit the cleanliness of our country so that we can have a cleaner and litter-free Trinidad and Tobago. Another contributing factor to nation building in Trinidad and Tobago is being courteous and kind to others, especially elderly people. One of the main reasons why Trinidad has so much crime in this country is because people lack respect and courtesy for one another. People have the tendency to be disrespectful to one another for simple and immature reasons, and people are not as respectful as they should be towards the elderly. A great way of being courteous is by feeding the poor or homeless. A lady walks down the street with the intention of handing a vagrant a parcel of food and drink. While walking off, the vagrant looks pleased. Someone in front of a line of customers in a store pays for a drink and forgets his wallet. While he is on his way out of the store, someone picks it up and rushes to the door to hand it to him and tells him to have a nice day. A line of customers in a shop are waiting to cash in their items. A handicapped woman in the back of the line is waiting as well. The girl who is second in line recognizes the handicapped lady and invites her to take her place. The handicapped lady says thank you, takes her place, pays for her items, and leaves the store. If people started recognizing and acknowledging the fact that we should be more aware of the way we treat each other with simple things like saying thank you, have a nice day, being generous to others who are disabled or incapacitated would leave an impact and impression on people. It would improve the social standard and hospitality industry in our country and would bring our country back up to civilization. Patriotism is another important factor in the contribution of the development of Trinidad and Tobago. Patriotism is the defense, devoted loyalty, and support of one's country. With regards to Trinidad and Tobago, they have many people who contributed to the support and patriotism of this country, many of which the citizens of our country have great respect for. Some examples of patriots in Trinidad and Tobago are first and foremost our first Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Eric Williams, for his contributions in politics, the revolutionizing of education, and gaining independence of our country. Hazley Crawford for his contributions in sports. In 1976, he became Trinidad and Tobago's first Olympic gold medalist and the first Olympic 100-meter champion from a Caribbean country. Aldwin Roberts, also known as the Lord Kitchener, for his contributions in music. He is the most prolific composer for steel band music in Trinidad and Tobago and one of the greatest calypsonians of all time. Sundar Popo also for his contributions to music. Sundar Popo is credited as being the father of chutney music in the Caribbean and has received the National Award for Excellence and 4-time winner of the Indian Cultural Pageant. There are many other patriots who have contributed greatly to the development of Trinidad and Tobago. Some of these patriots are Sir Vidyadhar Suraj Prasad Naipaul, Austin Lyons, also known as Super Blue, Uriah Butler, and Marshall Montano. Let us move forward in building a better nation and place for all of us to live in a beautiful and safe environment right here in Trinidad and Tobago.